your boy Caesar, and welcome to the first episode of Culture Talk, where I'll be bringing you everything from fashion, sneakers, sports, everything Chicago. But we're gonna talk about other shit too. But the main focus is Chicago culture, culture talk. Let's get it. Um, I'll also I'm gonna be diving into slight politics. As of late, I know I put on social media that that most of my views are conservative. I just want to get this clear for the people who know me and follow me. I'm not a diehard Republican. I don't hate the Latino community. I'm not a diehard Donald Trump dude. I just align more with the conservatives than I do Democrats. That's it. That's all. And I see in my eyes that some of the Democrat politics is fucking insane. And to be honest, I don't think no sane person would really vote for that shit. You dig what I'm saying? You got kids, for example, the whole trans kids playing with women, trans kids playing with girls. Like, I'm not for that shit at all. So, I just wanted to just dive briefly into that. But yeah, once again, I'm not a diehard ass Republican or no shit like that. It's just I align more with the conservative views. So man, just wanted to get that out the way. Um, so I wanted to talk about this. This was on my mind pretty much for a while. Chicago create legends. And I feel like in our culture, in Chicago, we don't get our flowers like we supposed to. People duplicate. People come here and take and don't give back. And I feel like that's a problem. You know, whether it's athletes, R&B singers, rappers, DJs. Shout out Sean Mack, one of the best, if not the best DJ in the country. Um, yeah, entertainers, athletes, rappers, R&B singers. Like, we produce nothing but legends, and we don't get our credit. Um, Dive into this topic that me and my partners was talking about. Uh, the creator of drill. Now, me being in my 40s now, I'm not a big drill. I'm not a drill fan. But, when Chief Keef came out, he was 16, I was like 30. So the few hits that he did put out, I was fucking with it. But yeah, dude about 30 now, he's literally the godfather of drill. He's the godfather of drill and the dude 30. He's still young and still the grandfather of drill. You know what I'm saying? So, and we was also touching on, did he really create drill? No. One of my partners was like, he did. No, he didn't. He didn't start drill. From my understanding, I could be wrong, but from my understanding, the East Side created that. R.I.P. Pac-Man. Shout out King Louis, one of the most criminally underrated artists in Chicago. Like, I ain't D-riding or nothing like that, but back then I was a heavy King Louis, like, playing in my car shit. Like, I had King Louis playing heavy in my car. I was, man, like, King Louis got hits on hits on hits back in them days. Like, you can't front on the impact that King Louis had in Chicago for the disrespect today. It don't add up. The disrespect today don't add up for what he brought to Chicago, back in the early 2010s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out King Louis. Want to touch on another great who personally inspired me because he was a rapper and he was a producer. And I also rap and I also produce. I really don't rap no more, but I still produce. Kanye is arguably the most influential person in my life. No bullshit. And it bothers me to see that people try to discredit his greatness because of his behavior issues. I'm sorry. I can't never forget what he brought to the game. I can't forget the inspiration he gave me. You know what I'm saying? And Me personally, I just feel like it's disrespectful. You could criticize him, about his behavior, but don't put him together with what he brought to the game, with his presence brought to rap, with his presence brought to producing, beat making. Don't put them two in the same boat because he's too great for that. Now, no, I'm not, I don't approve of his behavior, but I would never put his behavior and his greatness in the same boat. I would never do it. Shout out one of the greatest producers and the greatest producers in Chicago. Common is another guy who I feel like he don't get proper flowers. In Chicago, I feel like he get more praise out of Chicago and other states in America versus the praise that he gets in his own city. And that's another one I feel like that's underrated as far as recognizing what he brought to the game. Chance the Rapper, Lupe Fiasco, like the list goes on about the greatness we produce. And we can even talk about R&B. Dave Hollister. How many people know about David Hollister that's under 40? Donnell Jones. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly, of course. Like, we produce greatness, my nigga. Huh? Talk to me. We produce greatness. And so this was on my mind. Like I said, I was chopping it up with my boy about who started drill and shit like that. And I just wanted to turn that into a whole segment on Chicago legends who are not getting their proper due, who not getting their proper respect in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just want to, get that out. Shit was been on my mind. My motherfucking ice melting in my drink. Yeah, so this is the first episode. It's just a quick setup at the crib. I will be renting out event spaces once I get farther along to invite guests. I'm not inviting no motherfucker to my crib. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. I'm going to rent something out. We can sit down, chop it up, have some drinks, shit, have some laughs, and just chop it up about the culture. That's why I wanted to bring to this thing. Talk about sports, talk about everything. So I just wanted to get it out my system at the first episode, throw this shit on YouTube, hurry up, getting the algorithm, So first episode down, Culture Talk, podcast, Chicago. Let's go. Heavily invested in this. Chicago to the core. You know what I'm saying? Chicago first. Black culture first. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, episode 1 down in the books. Caesar, Culture Talk. I'm out. Yeah.